Hey there, sheepdoggers, and welcome to another Spotlight video, which is where I take a game and I recommend it because I think it's awesome. So, today's Spotlight video is, well, it's Papers, Please. It's one of my favorite games I've done on my YouTube channel. It was a long time ago that I did it. It was way back when, at the beginning of sheepdog gaming, and back when I didn't know what I was doing and I was very crap, and the only difference between then and now is that more people watch me and for some reason enjoy the videos I do. But this game is just so much fun. And it's one of those games where you don't, if you explain it, you can't really get the fun. You almost have to experience it for yourself. I mean, there's a certain amount of fun in doing like a rage video for the people watching anyway. The kind of being crap and failing, and just when I play this game, I actually turn into a grumpy, kind of civil official who's fed up with all these people, like lying and not and get kind of, being slow and all that kind of stuff. I just want to get it done and carry on working and get through the day, that kind of thing. And the thing is as it starts off, I've pre-recorded this footage here, because I knew that I wouldn't be able to, even at the early stages, I wouldn't be able to talk and think and play this game like that. That's the thing is, if you kind of recording and trying to do commentary, and if you're especially if you're streaming and trying to keep up with the chat and that, it's bloody impossible. Like it's one of those games where there's so much to do, and basically you can see in this footage here. I'm kind of recording my voice afterwards, looking at the footage as it goes past. You can see that on the first day you're a border check guard. Yeah, you kind of got to check passports. The only people allowed in are people from Arstotzka, which is where it's where your guy is from, and you have to deny everyone else. So it starts off fairly simple. And as time goes on, you have to start doing more things. And the great thing about it's not just kind of the difficulty which very very quickly ramps up, and you have to look after your family and pay rent and things like that, and it starts kind of going up, and you get people trying to bribe you, and there's a story to it as well. There's multiple endings. Some of which I accidentally find out occasionally because I'm dumb, and it's like, this is the ending where you get shot by the police, or by the firing squad or something. So you can see here, I'm denying everyone who isn't from Arstotzka, and there are a few instances where you'll like have someone turn up and you'll be like, I know who this person is, kind of like almost like scripted events, and you can tell that if a person is fine to go through or not. And if you get it wrong, later on it'll have like the expiration date on the passports, and the names will be different to other documents, and the code will be different, and it will say male when they actually look female, and their name's male, and you have to catch these people out and do the correct response. If you fail, you get a couple of free passes whereby it doesn't dock you any pay. If you fail like 3 times, you have to you basically, after the first couple of failures, you have to start paying money. And you can see here you've got your wife, son, mother-in-law, uncle. You've got rent, food, heat. If you don't feed them, if you don't give them heat, then they'll after a few turns, they'll die and you'll fail the game. That's one of the ending, is just, your family starves to death or freezes to death or gets ill and dies. They all die basically. And as the difficulty goes up, it gets a bit more frustrating. It gets to the point where, sometimes you're thinking, maybe I should just take that bribe. I mean, it seems like I shouldn't, and I know I shouldn't, but maybe I'll just take that bribe and see what happens, because I don't have any money, and my family's starving to death. And you can see here, like, you've got the people here, like, they come in and they give you the passport, and now you've got to let everyone in. So you've got to check, like, are the issuing cities St. Marmaro? It says female, and then you see there, like, the expiration date was before the 24th of the 11th. You've got to remember what the date is, and all things like that. So it gets very complicated, and you can see here it says female on his passport. I notice it. I'm like, oh, wait a second. That says female. Discrepancy. You can interrogate them. You can actually just deny them as soon as you see it this early. Later on, it will say you have to request. You have to kind of state the discrepancy, interrogate them, and then you can get rid of them. And then later on, you even have to kind of put in like a reason for denial and everything. And like the timer starts going very quickly. You can see it going. It's almost halfway through the day. And then later on, it goes a lot slower because you've got so many different things to do. Again, there, invalid issued city. I didn't get fined for it, but I got the wrong. The city was right, but it was in the wrong place, and it was a fake passport, basically. And you see, I just let that person through instantly, and that's because they're from the strip club type. It may be a brothel, I don't know. Strip club, brothel type place, and yeah. And then, this scripted event, you lose some of your money because you didn't get enough time to get enough people through. You get a certain amount of money for the amount of people you manage to process. So the more people you process, the quicker you go, the more money you make. But at the same time, if you get it wrong, if the passport's fine, or if it's not fine and you let them through, then you're going to start losing money quickly, and you'll fail the game. So yeah, it's a really nice, really interesting little game, and I really really do enjoy it. It's I'm not going to use the word realism. Like I don't particularly like that word when it comes to games anyway, because why do you want it to be real? Games are supposed to be fancy and fun and everything, and people going on about how a game isn't very realistic is not very realistic to me. And here you see now foreigners need an entry ticket because of the bombing. So this entry ticket is only valid on one day. If it's showing another day and you let them through, then you'll lose money. You'll get a warning and a citation, etc. See here, this woman hasn't given me her entry ticket, and then that pisses me off because she had it. She just didn't give it to me, and that wasted my time. And I do believe she was actually had a fake passport or something anyway, so that was lovely. And yeah, basically this is just a very quick look at the game, and basically me just saying, if you haven't played it before, if you've been interested in it, there's always Steam sales and other sales and etc. This is totally single player game. It's very, very simple. And also, this is wrong. Boss Dan is wrong. The issuing city is wrong, basically, there. And yeah, if you... there it is. God damn, that's annoying. And yeah, if you enjoy these types of games, I mean, there aren't that many games like it. It's quite unique, but it's very simple. There's no action. It's all about it's all about thinking. It's all about getting through everything, not forgetting a single thing, because inevitably the thing you forget is the thing that's wrong, and you'll get done, and you'll lose your you'll lose a little bit of money as time goes on. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty much all I want to say about it. All I can really say for this game, because I don't want to go too far and spoil it, and that kind of thing. And there's Georgie. I can't remember. He's a recurring character. He never has a passport, and he's always like, "Yes, don't need a passport." And then I'm like, "No, you need a passport." But it's amazing how you can be playing the game, and someone doesn't give you the entry ticket, and you're like, "Come on, interrogate." You don't have an entry ticket, and they're like, "Oh, it's right here," and you're like, "Oh, for God's sake, my family is starving to death, and you're forgetting, why are you so slow?" And things like that. So yeah, it really is a great game and really worth a look. So do consider it. And yeah, that's all I really got to say about it, to be honest, guys. I advise you to try it for yourself if you have the inclination, if you have the time, if there's a sale, pick it up, give it a roll. You'll enjoy yourself. Well, probably. It's difficult. It's a good challenge. It's a fairly unique idea, so it's fresh and interesting. If you haven't played it before, and it's got decent replayability as well. And he gave me the wrong gender apparently, which is always fun when you miss something so simplistic as one letter, and you're just like, oh yeah, wasn't looking at that because I was looking at other stuff. So anyway, guys, there you go. That is a very quick spotlight. It is Papers, Please. It is awesome. Consider it. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. There'll be more videos coming along. And I'll see you in the next one.